Hello out there to all the viewers and users of YouTube. How are you all doing? This is Lord Logo coming to you. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I know I am. As you know, this channel now has a subscriber count in the 4-digit mark. Now, instead of coming out here and making one of those sappy thank you videos that I've seen a few people do, you know, the whole, thank you, I really appreciate all these subscribers and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about the state of this channel for now. Now, don't get myself wrong, I truly am thankful for the 1,000 subscribers. I actually woke up in the middle of the night, saw the subscriber count, and I got so excited that I couldn't go back to bed for a couple of hours. Now, I know I promised that I'd upload this video yesterday. Well, had to do other errands, so here we are uploading it a day late. Anyway, we're going to talk about what is going on here. First off, I'm going to answer a question a lot of people may have. Why is this channel called Lord Logo? What is the story behind that name? Well, oh, and by the way, when I do update videos, you're going to see nothing but a blank screen, so anyway, I started out on the internet. The first place I had a channel was Zippy Videos, which was a video sharing website that I believe is no longer around. And on there I went under the name Logo Lover. After I discovered YouTube, I decided to create an account on there. I wanted to go under the name of Logo Lover, but that name had been taken. So I tried many other things. Love for Logos, lots of logos. I know that's a YouTube channel now, but that's a name I tried out. It was taken. Lover of Logos, I don't know if I said that already, and just a whole bunch of other stuff, and the names had all been taken. Now, for those of you who are young and new to the internet, back in the day, you could actually choose your own username. You didn't have to use your actual name. Of course, when I joined YouTube, it was before Google took it over and turned it into a media empire that it is today. And so, I just came up with the word Lord. At the time I was in elementary school, I had won this raffle where I got a bunch of old library books they were throwing out. One of the books, I can't remember the name of it or not, was something like Lord Mouth George and the 6th Grade Bully, and it was about a bully who kept stealing Lord Mouth George's lunches. So at the end of the book, he decides to get back at him. He makes this lunch with, I hate the word lunch. It sounds so ugly. I'm sorry, I just can't stand that word. But you know, the word I cannot stand the most is snack. It sounds like snag. It's just a really ugly word. I don't know why. I also hate the word potty. If you're over the age of 3, you should not use that word. I am serious. I'm okay if you're using the word pee-pee, because that's actually a funny word. It sounds funny, but potty is an ugly word. Potty, snack, and lunch. I can't stand those words, but I have to use it in this context. And for some reason, I don't like the word me. It just sounds weird. Okay, so they make this meal. I'm going to use the word meal. And instead of putting regular stuff in there, they put stuff that real disgusting stuff in the lunchbox. And one of the things they did was take Oreo cookies, remove the filling, and replace it with lard. Now, for some reason, the word lard had stuck in my head. It was just such an amusing name. My mistake, word. I'm not re-editing this. Such an amusing sounding word that I decided, why don't we go with Lord Logo? And the name wasn't taken. And I was just so happy. My first thought was, this is a stupid name. I wanted to go change it, but at the same time, after all the trouble I went through trying to come up with other names, I decided, you know what? Let's keep it. So that's the story behind the name Lard Logo. Another question you might have, why is it in all capital letters? Why is it in all capital letters? Well, first off, if you just capitalize the L, just for some reason the text, the word looks really weird. But the reason why I chose it is back then, my favorite logo, not only that, but my obsession at that time was the WGBH logo. And if you look at that logo, the call name, the letters WGBH, and then especially the Boston text underneath on the 1993 closing logo, the one that was used from 93 to 2008, is in all capital letters. You know, I would love to know what the font of Boston was in that logo. If anybody knows what type of font that was, please put a link in the comments. That font is just amazing looking, and I'd really love to have it in my collection. But that's the reason why it was all capitalized. In fact, when I started, people who have been on YouTube long enough may remember, but I used to type in all capital letters. That's how I used to do things. Now, a couple other things I'm going to do. The first logo capture I ever uploaded was, of course, WGBH and Clear Blue Sky Productions. It was a logo combination. It came from, I think, a show called Evolution or something, which is about evolution. The scientific theory of evolution. And that was on my Zippy videos. Someone on YouTube re-uploaded it under the name WGBH Boston Turbo Variation. And so, now I re-uploaded the video to my channel, and you guys may think I stole the capture, but I uploaded it first, so I don't think I'm stealing it. I'm re-uploading it. The first capture I ever uploaded to YouTube was the black and white high-pitched variant of the 1971 zooming WGBH letters of Doom, the last two letters in parentheses. I found it on Internet Archive. The video has since been re-uploaded by Tricky Mario. So if you want to see it, go there. And those are the first videos I ever uploaded. I may upload the latter of the two, the one Tricky Mario re-upload onto my channel as part of an anniversary thing. If my channel survives to March, because, you know, with copyright and stuff, eventually I'm going to go down. I don't know how long it'll last. Anyway, let's talk about some things I'm planning. I'm planning some 1,000 subscriber specials. That's right, specials. The first special I'm going to work on, I'm going to take all my railroad crossing bells and I'm going to ring them for a minute each. I'm going to show one shot of the bell, ring it for 30 seconds, I'm splitting it in half, and then I'll show the interior of the bell and ring it for 30 seconds there, as part of a whole celebration thing. Now I will have to mention this, I do have a couple of bells that do not work. My Western Colin Hayes electronic bell is dying. It does ring, but it's very quiet. On rare occasions it will ring at full power. The Wabco bell I have is in storage. It's also dead. The hammer was broken off when I got it. I do have the gong there. And the other, one of the teardrop bells I have, the one that had the rain shield missing, is in storage, but I also have the gong here. So I will manually ring the gongs. If the Western Colin electronic bell doesn't ring at full power, I will. And then the WRRS bell I have. The inside was so greased that it's pretty much dead and I can't get it to ring, so I'll manually ring it as well. So that's the first thing I can do. Then I'm going to do a top 18 most frightening logos list. That's right, I'm jumping on the bandwagon and I'm going to make one of those. Logos that, now, in my opinion, I do not consider logos scary. Being blessed with Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of autism, I find things like eye contact, sudden loud noises, things like that are scary. Logos aren't real, they're not going to hurt you. Well, neither is eye contact or socialization or sudden loud noises, unless you get tinnitus or something like that. The one thing I'm afraid of things that can actually happen. Logos are not going to jump out of the TV. They're not going to be waiting under your bed, waiting to strangle you or any of that. So I don't consider them scary. That is, unless someone puts a mask with a logo on it when they attack you, but that's a different story. That never happened, by the way. But I will do the logos I find frightening in a list form, countdown form, I call it countdown. And I will explain why on each of them, and you'll get the gist of it. Then I'm going to do a countdown of the greatest public television logos of all time, and a countdown of what I think are the worst, the cheapest, or worst. I'm going to put worst because it's opposite of best. And I'm going to give you a spoiler. KUCB on Alaska is not going to be number 1. And you'll see what I mean when I get there. These might take a while to produce. It may be a few months before I get the top 10 top lit countdowns up on YouTube. But they are coming. Mark my words, they will appear someday. I also have plans to show you the Kmart. The local Kmart near where I live in Bellingham that shut down recently. What remains of it. It's still standing. It shut down in January. Which is kind of a shame because I prefer Kmart to Walmart. That's how I was doing, and I also plan on bringing back Lord Logos train videos, except I'm not going to be narrating it. Just narrating it, it takes too much time, it's really stressful on myself, timing everything with the audio. I mean, I like challenges, but it's just too much. I'm going to go back to putting subtitles explaining what is going on below. Regarding sirens, how come I haven't uploaded any sirens in a while? Well, here's the answer. The weather. The weather has been atrocious. Right now, winter is hitting. The thing about the Pacific Northwest, I really don't get it up here in this area. The winter, with the exception of windstorms, is very mild. Then February hits and it just, snow comes out of nowhere. They're calling it up here, I'm going to consider this area the Seattle metropolitan area, even though I'm I think just a little over 100 miles north. I'm near the Canadian border, by the way. I don't know. I just lost what I was going to say. I can't believe that actually happened. I apologize. I would have done this on a script, but I tend to do things better live. I, of course, won't do this in the countdown list. But just for some reason this year, the snow it's come down. Over in Seattle, they're calling it snowpocalypse. This one isn't as bad as 2017. I remember 2017 was horrible. 2017 was really bad. There was, I think, 5 feet of snow on the ground, which is a normal day in Buffalo. I'm not going to complain. The people in Buffalo in the Midwest, they suffer through the most. And let's not talk about the northern ends of Canada, or anywhere with colder climates. But the snow and the frozen roads, the below freezing temperatures, I just can't go out anywhere. In fact, right now, according to the burglar alarm, this is a touchscreen one. It shows the time, date, temperature, weather. It's clear right now, but the temperature is 29 degrees. And really, the sirens, other than when they actually set off the whale signal, which is during the Great Shakeout, it's just Westminster chimes. It's the same thing each time. I still like going out, though. The one place where it's different in concrete, where they play the whoop tones 4 times, it's short, but it's different. That's too far out of my reach. That's a completely different county from where I'm at. So anyway, I'm hoping to be able to make it out to one of the sirens soon. The first Monday of March, let's see, it is February 21st. Whoops, I was looking at... Okay, here we go. 1, 2... Oh, whoops, I misread. Hold on. It's 11 days away as of the production of this. I hope to get out to Bellingham or Birch Bay or even Blaine. I hear they fixed it last time I was in Blaine. The light on the top flashed, but the siren did not sound. You know, this kind of relates to my fear of loud noises. Even the Westminster chimes, when they come on, they scare the shick out of myself. I'm not going to curse. Shick sounds like shit. I cursed, I'm sorry. But I even get startled by that. I even get startled by the simplest sound like a Westminster chime. It just comes out of nowhere. So if you ever see myself filming with earplugs, now you know why. Used to do the same thing when filming trains. The train horns used to really hurt my ears. Nowadays I can handle it. Unless they're right next to where I'm at. So anyway, that's thing about the sirens. I already mentioned the trains. Let's see. Oh yeah! I have another film reel coming in the mail. I just purchased it earlier today. It is an episode of the Bob Newhart Show from Season 1. It is a Viacom as it was called back then, syndication print. The year of the episode is 1972. So I have hopes that there will be a pinball logo at the end, but it's in that yellow Viacom Enterprises reel, so I'm probably going to get the V of Doom at the end, because that's the... I'm not sure what Viacom's canisters look like back then, but the one I do have a reel of the Beverly Hillbillies is in the same container, and that had the film V at the end. Yeah, I still got to upload that stuff. Now, last time I uploaded the reel of the last one, it got taken down, so I'm going to put this on Daily Motion. I will provide a video that has a link in the description card on it. That way you guys can discuss it, if you want. I'm thinking of uploading my film reels and stuff to Daily Motion. But that should be coming in at the least on Monday. I will provide an opening the package video on here, and then I'll provide a link to a link video after I get it set up. I haven't run my projector in a while. Now, originally what I was going to do with the subscribers thing is I was going to reveal my face, but I already did that in the 600 subscribers special, which was Lord Logo Will Watch Anything. It was a request of the person who wanted myself to react to his videos. Now that video is not on YouTube right now because it has that Lord Logo identity made by SLN Media Group. I can't remember the name, and as you know, he got accused of sexting. So if you haven't seen my face yet, I'll show you it. Be prepared, it's very ugly. 3, 2. Hello. Yeah, I need to shave. I don't shave, I don't like to shave, I only do it when I have to. I'm sorry your face has been blinded, I'm sorry you've been turned to stone because of how ugly I am. I'm very self-conscious of myself. It's part of the whole social phobia side effect of Asperger's syndrome. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I might give you a tour of my studio where I film all this stuff, but at the same time it's probably dirty. Hold on, I'll go check. Let's see, there's laundry over there. I'm heading up the stairs. Let's look. Yeah, it's dirty. I'll clean it up and then sometime later this week I'll give you a tour of the studio. So that's about it. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. If you have subscribed, I send you my gratitude. Thank you all for tuning in, and until the next time I upload, which should be within the next week or so, I thank you all for tuning in. Oh yeah, one other thing. I was going to film the weekly EAS test on my weather radio, but I forgot to do it, so I apologize. I'll try to do it next week. But until then, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. See you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing if you have, and God bless.